What's up, guys? It's Mason Indigo, and welcome to our very first reaction video. I got my webcam, as you can see by my lovely face and all of that. But anyways, ready, excited. For the first one, we're gonna do SwagKage. Madara, could he beat the entire Akatsuki by himself? Number one, SwagKage is hands down my favorite power scaler. Right next to SwagKage, I would definitely say I watch Seth the Programmer the most. I love both of them to death. I've never really seen people do reactions, or at least I don't know if they're out there, but I just haven't seen one. So I thought it would be interesting, since there's a lot of Boruto stuff going on. Why don't I do a reaction to this? So just a little bit of disclaimer, there is going to be a bunch of Boruto and Naruto related content on my YouTube channel for probably like the next few weeks, because we got Striker coming out. We just had the new chapter not too long ago, so we're definitely going to have a lot of stuff coming. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. Don't want to keep you waiting. So I just want to say up front, the only person in the Akatsuki that I could really see, I'm going to reverse that actually. I wonder if Obito is going to be considered to be a part of the Akatsuki for this discussion. I wonder if they're going to put Orochimaru in it as well. But there's a lot of people in the Akatsuki that I don't really think would be a factor against Madara, but we'll see. My accent kicks in sometimes when I say Madara too. Ignore it.
How's it going, everybody? Head of the Madara fan club here, and today we're going to be making a video, another one talking about Madara. For those of you who have been watching my videos for a while, you should know what to expect.
Yep.
I mean, the subject should be fairly obvious to anybody familiar with my videos or not, thanks to the title.
The Supreme Uchiha Lover.
If you've been around my channel before, then you definitely know how this is going to go. The Madara wink is going to be especially bad
super wink.
I have
all types of wink. Super wink.
Clyde the weeaboo here. Don't call him a weeaboo anymore. Changed his name to Clyde.
Yes, yeah, it's now officially just Clyde. Okay, so
okay.
Even Madara's phallic member some good stroking today.
Super stroke.
So as usual, all our collabs they usually consist of a lot of Madara wakes. So
it's always just Madara.
It's always Madara wake.
But I mean, you know, a lot of people have been asking for Madara versus the Akatsuki, and
I'm so glad he made this video.
Requesting it should probably have expected this to be the end result, but you know, if you didn't, oh well, now you know what you're getting into. Anyway, so I think most of you will be in agreement when I say that there isn't anyone in the Akatsuki who would be able to beat Madara in a
pretty much
fight.
Yeah,
maybe with the exception of people who really like people who think Itachi's really strong. Aside from those people,
Itachi could not beat Madara one-on-one. No.
Little known fact.
No, absolutely not.
Itachi, because if he was in the war, he would have defeated Madara. Which is exactly why Kabuto brought him back with Edo Tensei.
But it's pretty obvious that if we,
I think Itachi is winked more than Madara, in my opinion.
Is that we don't even need to address the Rikudo Madara, because he would just whip his dick out and cockslap every single one of them.
Yeah, we're not even bringing up Rikudo Madara. The ones we're talking about are like the one that fought Hashirama in the Valley of the End. So he peaks with his Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, like that's the strongest tool in his arsenal. And the other one will be the Edo Madara from the start of the war.
Well, obviously they stand no chance against that one.
All that shit, but he's not quite as physically powerful. Alive Madara with the Rinnegan and with Sage Mode, and then like especially Rikudo Madara, it's not even a contest. He's a bit much for the Akatsuki to handle, I'll just say. But yeah, let's go ahead and start talking about each individual member of the Akatsuki. We'll just give them a brief overview. We don't want to talk about them as a unit before we talk about the members. Yeah, like I said, none of them could do much to Madara in a one-on-one fight, but
right.
That
makes sense.
I think it'd be a good idea for Clyde and I to start looking at each of them respectively, so that we can give you guys a reason for why. First of all, let's start with Hidan. Not really a problem. I don't think anybody will get triggered if I say that. Hidan basically doesn't exist in this fight. Like, what's he gonna do to fucking Madara Uchiha?
Absolutely nothing.
Shikamaru, granted. There's a Shikamaru with prep time.
We also spoke about this before the recording too, and we're just like, he's not only just a maniac with a scythe, but like he's gonna get jobbed like what the SwagKage did, where he's like, oh no.
I say
Genjutsu,
Hidan,
fuck. Like, that's
Kakazu,
he's just gonna get literally, like,
Zetsu,
by the base Susanoo, not even that.
Conan.
Madara could just slap him.
Yeah,
Who
Madara
else?
would out Taijutsu Hidan.
I know those for a fact just
I
get
don't
wiped.
even
Like, it wouldn't even be a
Let's move on
contest.
to Conan. Now, if we take prep time into account, Conan might be a bit of a threat with her.
Oh, I forgot the
600
billion paper bomb thing. That might be the only
Which did
thing.
catch good old Toby, but that was kind of like, when it comes to Madara, we spoke about this too. We were saying that what would happen is Madara would fall down the big cliff and the explosions would start going off, and they'd be like, oh, we got him, we set up that trap from the start, and then his Susanoo would grab on pull himself over, and he'd be like, yeah, you tried, bitch.
Rest in peace, Conan. I mean, like, she's
that's not
strong, but she doesn't have enough showings to for me to confidently say.
Well, there you have it. Like I said, she's gonna get wiped.
She existed under Pain's shadow throughout his arc. I mean, when she fought Obito, she just got fucking dicked on. She did some cool shit to Obito, but I mean, Obito even admits that it's because he underestimated her going into that fight. We're talking about a guy who can summon the nine-tailed fox, carve mountains with the greatest of ease, and like he's going up against somebody whose strongest asset is a paper explosive. It is not much of a fight.
Yeah,
Absolutely
it's not even
no
like
chance.
his armor or even do anything to the Nine Tails too. Like he's
Itachi
like Gordon Ramsay in the
and
game. Honest to God,
Pain,
he's
aka
not gonna do anything like that. As
Nagato,
big as
would
the
stand the best
explosion
chance.
that it is, yeah, it's not gonna do
If
shit.
Obito's
And the whole
included,
thing of,
he
like,
also
Obito
stands the
was
best
surprised.
chance.
Yeah, maybe that could be a factor against Madara, but still, he's not gonna even get injured by it at all. He'd tank it with ease.
Oh,
Moving on again,
Datara's not a
let's talk
factor
about
either.
Sasori. Now, don't get me wrong, Sasori's strong, but I don't think he was created with the intent of being pit up against characters like
Itachi
Madara.
stared at
They're
Datara
just- they're
and,
not
like,
even in the same
no,
class
not
of
even-
fighter.
not even a
They're
chance.
basically from two completely different series, if we're being honest. Like, I'd have to be really creative to think of a way that Sasori would even be able to hit Madara.
How many of those puppets can he summon with the big jutsu at the end?
100.
Yeah,
What-
so it's essentially just
Susanoo.
Madara fly swatting all of them and then just one-shotting Sasori. I don't even think it would get to that stage. He'd kill him before he could even use that. But if we give him the benefit of the doubt, he's literally just gonna be fly swatting Sasori the whole fight.
Not even to mention, Edo Madara was able to make 20 wood clones, so I imagine Alive Madara would be able to make just as many, if not more, shadow clones. Now, I know there's the whole unlimited chakra thing with Edo Tensei, so you could argue that Madara was only able to make that many clones because he was an Edo Tensei, but there's this point in the war where Hiruzen's like, yeah, I'm out of chakra, I can't make any more shadow clones. I'm fucking pooped, dude. And, you know, like, the other Hokage are struggling to make a whole bunch of shadow clones too, so I mean, like, maybe the unlimited chakra clause doesn't apply when creating clones or whatever. I mean, I feel like that'd
that's
be a
interesting.
pretty good way to balance Edo Tensei, because otherwise you just have people who could use the shadow clone jutsu shitting out like a fucking billion of them. But I guess this is all to say, in short, Madara should be able to make at least 20 shadow clones, and if he can,
This was
I mean,
probably an easy
each one only
discussion,
has to
like
take
I
out
said,
5 of Sasuke's
maybe
puppets.
I agree
Obito
that he can do it too, because,
Itachi
when he first appears
and Pain
you know, Edo
stands
Tensei with
some
the
type
old,
of chance.
the old fire
Everybody
style, like,
else
casually, which was able to
is
deflect,
just
like,
gonna
multiple
get
water styles.
wrecked.
Yeah, dude, it took like
Like,
18
I'm
fucking
going through my
water
memory
style
here.
experts to, like, line up and
Kisame,
stop Great
absolutely
Fire
not.
Annihilation. Yeah.
Yeah, even with him.
Kakazu, I mean, he has, you know,
limitations of
multiple
Edo Tensei, he was
lives, whatever,
confident
the
enough to
heart
just be like,
stealing,
yeah, out of
but
my way, please, like,
no.
with his fire style.
The biggest threat for him here would be the iron sand of the third Kazakh.
Do we have an
I think
ad
he'd just
popping
take a
up?
look at that and be like,
Let's
oh,
go ahead and delete that.
that's
Sorry
cool.
about that,
It's a
guys.
Cool little ability you got there. Didn't know sand could be metal.
Yeah, he'd probably just like he'd snicker at it and then that'd be it. Like that's Sasori is very irrelevant in this fight. As I said, it's just gonna be him fly swatting him until he dies, which would not take very long at all.
Yeah. Next, moving on, Datara. I mean, now
No.
granted, if Datara suicide bombed, he is a pretty big threat. Like that explosion that Sasuke avoided. It was like
Oh, the
Judy
C0.
size. But the question is, would Datara be willing to go that far? And furthermore, if Datara did that, wouldn't every other member of the Akatsuki die as well?
Pretty
And on
much.
top of that, wouldn't Madara be able to like tank it in the perfect Susanoo? So if he like
Pretty
Oh,
much.
yeah, absolutely. I feel like he will. Well, if it is as strong as a Ten Tails blast, then no. But I don't think
It's
as strong
not,
as a
definitely
blast
not
from the
that
Ten
strong.
Tails.
No.
So
we know that's
Definitely
not. The
not.
case, but, with Sasuke fighting against like Naruto, his Susanoo was pretty sturdy against it. Not to compare the two, but it's quite relevant. So I think he would be able to tank it in the Susanoo. And let's take it another step further. What if he just like he does the the Nine Tails, Susanoo cloaked Nine Tails, and then he just tanks it like that.
Oh yeah, there's no fucking way. Absolutely not. He'd definitely tank it. I mean, if Sasuke can reverse summon out of the way, by the way, then so can Madara, and he can do it way more quickly too. He just does the exact same song and dance, you know, summon somebody, genjutsus.
It's a shame that this is not even a close fight. Like, he's just wiping the whole organization at this point.
More of a liability to the Akatsuki than he is an asset, because like all of his explosive jutsu they're gonna do damage to some of the Akatsuki members. Like all of Datara's attacks are just these huge scale attacks that do major splash damage, and they're meant to be used in either one-on-one fights or fights against multiple enemies.
That's
not
a good
in
point.
Fights where you have an ally present.
And see, Sasuke did the reverse summoning thing that you said, right? The benefit with Madara is he's gonna have like some form of precog, because he's gonna be like, oh, there's an explosion that's about to go off because of his AMS ability, and he's gonna be like, all right, maybe I should do something.
Let me mention this for those of you who don't know. In Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations, there is a cutscene about Madara's past where we see Madara fighting Hashirama, and it's the only time we ever see his Mangekyo ability on display, and it's very clearly the ability to turn back time. Now, because it's a Storm Generation,
That's not good.
I feel it's unfair to just consider it like absolute, like concrete canon material that we can use. However, if that was his ability, it doesn't explain why he used Izanagi and didn't just turn back time in the fight against
That would be
Hashirama.
absolutely
Weird.
terrifying
When they
if
had
that
a
was
chakra,
canon.
You could argue that because they were both pretty much like on, you know, about to die because they'd fought for so long.
Oh yeah, you're right. And the MS abilities do take up a lot of chakra. The amount of chakra is cut significantly when you have EMS. Like Sasuke went Sasuke actually was spamming Amaterasu, so maybe you're right. Maybe it was a chakra thing. Regardless, I don't want to say he can use it for sure, but if he can, as soon as he sees the explosion coming, he'll just, you know, reverse time, and then he'll be like, all right, Kurama, get me out of here.
That's just an example too. 'Cause he probably won't even need to do that, but that's just like a third option. So he has, you know, Nine Tails to deflect it. He has reverse summoning. No, he has 4. He also has the Susanoo and that, so he's gonna be pretty fine in that.
That's
sense.
one
Even
ability
though
that
Vader
Madara
can,
just
you know,
does not
Susanoo,
need.
he
Just to be able to
gets
turn
one
back
explosion,
time,
he
that's
still
just
has 4 ways
overkill.
to avoid it, and he's also gonna potentially kill some of the Akatsuki members.
I just think that that's a problem no matter what. Like, the fact that all of his jutsu induce explosions it's just bad for the Akatsuki. They probably don't even want to bring him with them.
Also, on top of that too, if we like talk about in character, Data is gonna be angry as fuck because he's an Uchiha member, so he will act irrationally.
Oh yeah, he
Yep.
hates Uchiha, dude. He's like Tobirama level.
Yeah, him, Tobirama, and the Raikage would be a good triplet. Like,
Moving on though, next up we have Kakuzu, and I mean obviously because
Get shitted
Kakuzu
on.
survived the fight against the first Hokage, like they can't do anything against him, right? That's just all there is to it. But in all seriousness, I mean, maybe Kakuzu would damage Madara like slightly, but I think that's giving him a bit too much credit. The guy lost a fight against not even Sage Mode, yeah, pre-Sage Mode Naruto. If he couldn't handle a single Rasen Shuriken, which Naruto was just lobbing out during the war, like it was fucking nothing, then anything that Madara throws.
The only advantage I think Kakuzu would have is the fact of he doesn't die easily from the standpoint of he has the multiple hearts. But other than that,
it's
I
pretty
mean,
apparent that the only reason he survived is because Hashirama let him win. Like there's no other reasonable explanation.
so don't take that statement too seriously, people, because like Kakuzu is trash.
I don't think anybody does. I was just memeing around.
Well, you'd be surprised. Some people would. They'd be like, "Well, he said he survived against Hashirama." I was like, well,
But why,
he
though?
did,
That's
and
not
he said
even-
That's more of a viable answer to say that Hashirama probably did give him sympathy and let him live. Because
sometimes, man, y'all be
I
overhyping some
wanna
of
get
these
into
people,
what
like really
Kakuzu
bad.
could do offensively against Madara, but like it's not even a factor.
It would be the same as the Sasori situation. He'd just fly swat his hearts out of the sky.
Yeah, that's really all that would end up happening. It's fucking wild. Now we're getting to the big boys of the Akatsuki. We'll start with
Okay.
Kisame before we move on to Obito, Itachi, and Pain. Kisame is really strong. He
That's a
could, like,
wild
flood
card
the
for me.
area or whatever, but what could he do against Madara? Like, oh yeah, with his big ol' shark bomb, he can like absorb ninjutsu or whatever. Okay, then Madara will just stop using ninjutsu and he'll be like, say goodbye. Perfect Susanoo swings its sword.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
damn.
when we were first speaking about Kasame before recording the video, I was like, well, if they actually work together correctly, Kasame would be an issue because he has the chakra of a tail beast, so that means he can just flood the whole area and then they can build techniques around it. But at the same time, then I'm like, wait, well, the Nine Tails is just gonna blow the water out of the way, like hold this tail beast bomb, just and then it's gone. And the Susanoo could cut through that like butter too with ease. It would cut through the water and split everything apart. So, and Madara has such a speed advantage too that he could cut Kasame with precision.
This is
in the
actually
This isn't
terrifying,
looking too good for
but
our boys, the Akatsuki.
also shameful, because it's just like the Akatsuki are looking like just absolute trash.
Or 6.
Yes, however, 7th gate guy did have to use his strongest attack, and also he didn't have Samehada when he fought guy. So that's
I think
kind
this
of
speaks to how strong that
but on
Madara
top of
is.
that,
The
7th
fact
gate
that
guy is
the
Madara,
quote
so,
unquote
like, you know, I think
strong,
Madara
I'm
would
not going to
just-
say
would
strongest,
just
let me
whack
stop
guy
right
with
there.
a dick and then
The
fight was over.
boogeymen
I
of
think going with my
Naruto
original, you know, the original thing I said would be
are
a lot
just
better,
getting
swing
wiped.
the Susanos and end it, like kill the fish, just dead.
So next up, Itachi. I'll just let you take the helm here because I've already talked about Itachi versus Madara.
He stands a chance, but the
Probably
result would be
hardest
the
one,
same.
Because, like, as we said before, like, you know, as the thing goes, Kishimoto said that Itachi would have ended the war. That's why he had to kill him off in the story. It's all plot development, you know, like, just get rid of Itachi. It's fake. It's fake, by the way, fellas. Like, he would have got cream pied. But anyway, we spoke about this too. Now, it goes without saying that Itachi would have better genjutsu than Madara. Madara
You're
has
right.
good genjutsu. That also goes without saying. But there's not really going to be a situation where Itachi can necessarily hit him with it, because if he's in the perfect Susanoo, he's too high up, and if he's on the ground, he's going to be using too many diversions, like the perfect Susanoo and the Nine Tails firing off Biju bombs all the time. And like, yeah, Itachi had.
It would be a good fight,
that,
but I don't think there's any way that
touched
Itachi
on
would
with
win
the
that
Naruto
one.
stuff. Like, he was getting overwhelmed by some pretty powerful attacks there. So compare that to Madara, it's gonna be a shit show. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. How do you see Itachi having any sort of a chance against Madara?
If he had a perfect Susanoo, that would probably help.
Tsukuyomi, and we act under the impression that Madara can't break free, which you know, that is quite a bit of ground to give Itachi. It's not unreasonable to assume, because
Why does that keep
while
popping
Sasuke
up?
did break free of Tsukuyomi, it's very easy to assume that was only because Itachi let him. It's just as easy to assume that Sasuke was able to do it legitimately and that Tsukuyomi would have no effect on Madara. So if we assume that Madara is vulnerable to Tsukuyomi and he just can't counter it, there's nothing he can do, then I mean, maybe he'd be able to catch him in Tsukuyomi and then find some way to set him up in an Izanami loop or whatever. But barring that, there's really nothing he can do to Madara, and I don't think he'd be able to catch him in Tsukuyomi because Madara is really high up when he activates his perfect Susanoo, and there's
So
no
Totsuka
eye
Blade
contact
wouldn't-
that's gonna be fucking
no
established at that
Totsuka
point.
Blade?
The other way, I guess, is the Totsuka Blade.
Okay.
But Madara is likely way faster than Itachi, and if they both enter their Susanoo at the same time, Madara's blade is gonna hit the ground first, and even with
That would
the
make sense.
Yadomir there to defend him, it's not like Itachi is completely fucking invincible. First of all, his Susanoo,
Yeah, it's not omnidirectional.
like Clyde said, it's not omnidirectional. Second of all, his Susanoo can't last forever like Madara's can. Now, if we bring Edo Itachi in, then that's a little bit different, I guess. But if we're talking about that's not fair.
Yeah, if
But
Itachi had a perfect
painfully,
Susanoo,
it won't last
then
forever.
we would
Itachi
probably
will
definitely
eventually
be in
go
business
blind.
on
You know,
that one.
like just all these things. There's so many more.
That would be a
factors
good ass
that,
fight, actually.
That make it seem like Itachi can't win than there are that make it seem like he can win. That it's really just, it's not a fair fight in my opinion.
We can give him the whole benefit of saying, oh, he was clearly not. There's two things. So one, he was sick against Sasuke, and the other thing is two, he didn't actually want to kill Sasuke, so there was no intent to seriously injure Sasuke. So we give him the benefit there, but it still doesn't make much of a difference. Like, he does get slapped by Madara really hard, and the Susanoo thing makes it difficult because his ace in the hole, the Tsukuyomi, won't even work because he won't get a chance to have eye contact with him. All right, now on to the big dick pain, or do you want to go?
No, let's go with Pain.
The
because
big dick
Obito is
Pain.
the only one who can like reasonably give him a challenge.
Okay, so we are counting Obito, so that's definitely going to be a factor in this one.
In my Minato versus Pain video, then there's no fucking way he's gonna be able to beat Madara. Shibaku Tensei is his best shot here, and if not even the full strength of one half of the Nine Tails was enough for Naruto to break out of Shibaku Tensei, then the perfect Susanoo would be able to do it.
That's
and the
true.
actual
Damn.
Nine Tails at full
Pain gets
strength would
washed
also
too?
be able to do it. So
Wow.
Nagato, not even like single body Nagato, let alone Pain, would be able to do anything against
One of the things that I like about
Yeah, and
SwagKage's
Pain's,
videos,
Shibaku Tensei is, like,
the
so much smaller than
evidence
Madara,
that
so
he
we can see
puts
Sasuke
forward
can
to
cut
make
those out of
his
the sky,
points,
like,
you
just
can't really
casual
argue
slices
with
of his
them.
perfect Susanoo.
Not to mention, Shibaku Tensei would kill the entire rest of the Akatsuki. So
Yeah, they don't have any way to get out of it, and it pulls everything up from the ground too, which, yeah, that's also another one of those data attacks where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do this as a suicide attack, but most likely Madara will just casually get out of it, and it will kill the Akatsuki members in the process.
the only one who will
Damn.
survive is Obito, thanks to Kamui. So let's move on to Obito.
All right.
Could hypothetically suck Madara into Kamui, but the issue there is while he's doing that, Madara has an opening to attack him, and Madara likely knows everything that Obito is capable of.
That's true.
So he, like, I don't think it would be a very hard fight for him at all. Like, you know, like he mentored the kid.
That is so true.
Any arguments for Obito possibly winning?
It's sort of like a two-sided thing where they both know a lot about each other. So like he's the one out of the Akatsuki who has the biggest chance, but at the same time, Madara was also hiding a lot from Obito. So if he's very confident going up against him, it's I just see Madara getting out of the situation even with his whole Kamui ability. Because if we're going in character,
so I guess I stand corrected.
Work to some extent because he's
all of the Akatsuki gets washed.
Yeah, I just think you'd get out of it, and I also see it being hard for there to be situations where he could use it without getting caught in like crossfires or big attacks that are going off and stuff. And then yeah, that's a hard one. I don't know, because it's like, all right, what if he just teleports behind him, grabs him on the shoulder, and then he's gone? But
Susanoo would just whap him off, because the problem with it is that when Obito uses Kamui, then he's open to being attacked, and Madara is more than fast enough to hit him during that window. He was able to react to like a point-blank assault from KCM to Naruto. Like, he took his fan off of his back.
And the Tobirama thing too.
Well, the Tobirama feat was when Madara had Sage Mode, so that's a little bit different. But this was a weaker Madara. He was able to grab his fan off of his back, put it in front of him, angle it properly, and reflect Naruto's mini-tailed beast bomb.
Yep, I was literally gonna say that too. And if he has his the Uchiha shield, and then that scythe that he had, like, he's just within split seconds gonna like turn around and get that opening and probably cut like.
Damn, man, this dude is.
Process, if not kill him.
It's fair to say that he.
It makes no sense how strong this guy is, man. It makes absolutely no sense.
Where the Akatsuki would shine in this fight is obviously working as a unit and not attempting to fight Madara one-on-one.
Yeah, you'd stand no chance at that point.
Or something. But even so, a single swing from the perfect Susanoo would kill all of them except for Obito anyway, so it doesn't matter. They can't do anything against him, and this isn't Madara Wank. It's just like he's so far above any of them. None of them have feats that even come close to comparing to his. They're like, it's not a fair fight. I think this is a mismatch, and while I appreciate you guys requesting me do versus fights, I don't know what I'm supposed to say here, because you guys are gonna get mad at me for wanking.
There's more. This is how it works. So
no, that makes sense.
Within sheer numbers and saying, oh, he'd get overwhelmed. This is
because I'm assuming the type of Obito that he's doing is the Obito with the orange mask, not the one later in the actual war. So I can understand.
Because he can use it, you know, his Genjutsu can overpower the
like non-Rinnegan Obito. Yeah, that makes sense.
Fucking Susanoo that are also going to be attacking them.
Yeah, you're right. So any argument that the Akatsuki would be able to overwhelm Madara is just moot, because he has the Shadow Clone Jutsu. His clones can use Susanoo, like you just said, and he has so many massive fucking large-scale attacks with or without the Rinnegan. With the Rinnegan, he's a monster too, because like any ninjutsu launched at him, he can just absorb.
Yep.
He can instantly win against people by ripping out their souls and shit. I mean, what are the Akatsuki members supposed to do against
Not
him?
a damn thing.
Like any reasonable scenario in which they win, unless he's asleep. That's really it.
I would honestly pay like money, like a pay-per-view, like a live UFC fight, if I could watch Studio Pierrot animate Madara versus the Akatsuki in a hypothetical fight.
Oh, that would be dope. That would be
yeah,
sexy,
said,
man.
If you argue from numbers and that being a factor, it's not, because he can make up the numbers with multiple Shadow Clones and the Nine Tails, which is the strongest tail beast apart from the fucking 10 Tails. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. What do you think? Is there anything else to add?
Nope. I'm pretty sure we covered everything.
Oh yeah, we could. Well, all right. What? An extra character has entered the battle.
I was about to say Orochimaru. There we go. There, I knew it.
Oh yeah, Orochimaru, fucking big.
I was waiting on it.
Oh no.
he like literally gets sent to the fucking Shadow Realm. Like, that's how bad he'd get raped.
Yeah. Yikes. Orochimaru would probably give up. I think he knows better.
Yeah, no.
Cool. I'm leaving the Akatsuki. I'm going back to Kabuto.
Yeah, my bad, dude. Sorry.
Yeah, and you think about it in the war too, he didn't even consider going to fight like Madara.
Yeah, no, he's like, why? Why would I subject myself to that?
I'm just gonna go watch. I'll help out with like the Zetsus and stuff, but like Madara, that's on you guys. Sorry.
I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've covered everything. So thanks as always for watching the video all the way to the end. If you haven't,
so
check out
I said
Clyde's
Madara pretty much stomps
videos.
the entire organization, and that's crazy to me, but it makes sense. I can't argue with it.
Yeah, Madara stomps. I don't think too many people will be like that upset about it, but you know, who knows. knows?
Everybody loves our Madara wink.
Anyway, yeah, thanks again for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more Naruto content. Be on the lookout for future videos of mine.
Tell them about Zabuza video.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
That's interesting.
There's a video coming up, so you know, like I said, be on the lookout for that. Hope you have a great rest of the day, and yeah, till my next video. Talk to you guys later.
Okay.
SwagKage
Definitely
out.
looking forward to that Zabuza video. Let's go ahead and back out of that. Close this ad that popped up for like the third time. So, just to give my thoughts on this, like I said earlier in the video, the one thing that I like about not only SwagKage but Seth the Programmer, the why do I keep having brain farts? But the evidence that they give to support their points, you can't really argue with it. So that's why I like those guys so much. And in this one right here, let's just be honest. The only person that I assume that everybody would be upset about or try to be like, you guys are wrong, is Itachi. Because Itachi, that's actually my favorite Uchiha, believe it or not. But for some strange reason, like the Itachi wank and just the overwhelming support in Itachi's favor when it comes to unrealistic situations, it's just kind of out of control. Like, come on, guys. We can't put Itachi that high up on the totem pole. Itachi is not even really stronger than Obito, if we're just being honest. And I mean, if that starts, you know, flame in my comments, that's fine. But if I had to like rank all of the Uchiha and strongest to weakest, I mean, Sasuke is technically now stronger than Itachi. So, and I mean, I get, you know, he's dead and Sasuke grew up. But I mean, if we took adult Sasuke from now and put him against Itachi, Sasuke's gonna wreck. So, I mean, Itachi technically ain't even in the top 3 anymore. So, let's just calm down on the Itachi stuff, guys. Just a little bit, please. Anyway, so this is my first reaction video. As far as the lighting goes, we don't have one of those little fancy schmancy lamps, so we're gonna have to use the natural lighting behind me and all that great stuff for right now. But now that I got my webcam and now that I know that this works, you're going to be seeing my face a lot more. We're also going to be doing a lot more reaction videos. So once again, the next thing that I'm going to have coming up is going to be gameplay from the Shinobi Striker. That's coming out, I believe, on Friday, because I think Friday's the 31st. So we're going to do some gameplay. I'm going to upload the video from my 260 discussion. Yeah, I think it's chapter 260. No, not 260. What the hell am I thinking? I'm sorry. But yeah. Gonna upload the Boruto chapter, so everything's gonna be nice and Naruto and Boruto'd out for probably the next few videos. But other than that, I appreciate you watching. As always, leave feedback in the comment section, subscribe, notification, share, like. If you can do all those things, it would make my heart really happy. But then again, this has been Mason Indigo. You just watched a reaction from Planet Indigo. See y'all later.